Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in a bit of a different type of show. Our goal on this show is to shine the light on American open wounds and showcase those urgently attempting to stop the bleeding and hopefully inspire some folks to overlook opportunities to do the same. Welcome to another week of Sarah Talk Solutions. I have another amazing week in store, where I love to show and talk and discuss and just to, get your feedback and love to hear from you, with your emails and your texts. You can shoot me a email, theblocksarahtalks.com, drop me a text, 818-963-9163. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Welcome to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can shoot me an email, theblocksarahtalks.com, drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Another week of Sarah Talk Solutions. Guys, I have a great show in store for you, and I would love for you to, have your feedback, because I'm learning so much living in the good old United States of America. There is so much to learn, so much, things are just, going as fast or too fast in my life. Speeding light is actually an understatement. But I would love, to hear. You can drop me an email, theblocksarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. I'm Sarah V, and I'm your host. Sit back and have a seat and just listen to what I have to say. As you can tell, I am stumbling words, which is crazy, because I have the last couple of days racing, because I am learning a I'm actually being overwhelmed with information, and it's just kind of mind-boggling, but at the same time it is educating and teaching me, and I'm happy to share this with you. But as they say, it takes 21 weeks, it takes 21 days for you to learn and discover and understand a new habit. And what I've been learning the last couple of days, it's been good, because I had been actually working on it by myself, but at the same time it is a lot to work on and understand, especially by yourself. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA.
Hiring for your small business?
You're listening to Sarah Solution Talks. I'm Sarah B and I'm your host. So sit back and let me take you on an impactful journey as I introduce you into today's new brand of American hero. You can shoot me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com, drop me a text 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. I'm Sarah B and I'm your host. Sit back and let me take you on an impactful journey as I introduce you into today's new brand of American hero. Guys, I have a great show where the last, couple of days, or I should say the last couple of weeks, I have been learning a new information where, as they say, it takes 21 days in order for it to sink in or for it to actually, you get, the grasp of it. And what I've been learning is all about business credit. I'm learning all that side. It's a lot, but at the same time, it's good information once you get your head around it. And I'm so excited because I'm like, great, this is another avenue or another tool where I can learn the good stuff and actually just build on credit on the business side. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. I'm Sarah B and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me a message on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, you tune into a bit of a different type of show. Our goal on the show is to shine the light on American open wounds and showcase those urgently attempting to stop the bleeding and hopefully inspire some folks to undercover opportunities to do the same. I'm Sarah B and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, the best digital radio station in the nation. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah B and I'm your host. So sit back and let me take you on an impactful journey as I introduce you to today's new brand of American hero. You can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to the one and only, the best radio station, digital radio station in the nation, The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me a text, 818-963-9183. Also, you can also jump on and shoot me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can shoot me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block Radio 105 radio station every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Best digital radio station in the nation. You can also jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. As I am going to, jump into an amazing, great topic where I am discovering the good old business credit. I know there's personal credit, but there's also business credit. And there is so much to learn because I didn't realize that there was actually a difference. As I said, learning all this is just a different from the personal side to the business side. Like there's so many, so much information, so much leads. It's just interesting how, when you apply for apparently, personal credit, it goes off your score, then on your business, it's actually, it's like you need to get all these trade lines in order for it to kind of, start building business credit. It is just another world. What is business credit and how do I build it? Business credit profile is a characterization of business credit history that establishes an ability to borrow. Your business score, is a reflection of your business credit worthiness and influences your access to credit products such as credit cards and loans. Both your credit profile and your credit score gives you great credit agencies, lenders, vendors, and suppliers an indicator of how you handle your debt and your likelihood of paying them on time. But building your business credit profile will pay off. The lending products available to small business include line of credit, business credit card, term loan, credit, real estate loans, and letter of credit. Your small business banker can help you understand your options. Why is it important, to get credit profile? The ability to borrow money at the right time can help you jump on opportunities and navigate challenges. You can use credit to add your working capital, lease equipment or vehicles, or acquire other businesses. It's, how do you apply business, credit profile? Your business ability to borrow depends on your credit profile and credit score. So how to improve both? So you apply, with an EIN, which is the IRS, you need an LLC, open a business bank account, and then apply for a business credit card and make a one-time or early payments. Keep the percentage of your credit card 30% less. Or apply for a Duns Brad, D&B, Duns and Brad, which is a unique 9-digit number, lets the agency track your business credit score. And then you can monitor your credit score. So the bottom line is ultimately taking a proactive approach to building your business credit profile using the right tools will pay off, bringing a better access to capital and lower interest rate. So as I said, it all depends on, what you're doing, what you're up to, or as such. But it's just interesting how, important to have like a business, to achieve and actually to build on the business credit. It's a work in progress. It unfortunately it takes time. There's no quick fix to it. But hey, once you get a head around it, it's one thing. It is happening. It will keep growing and building, and that's what the ultimate goal is. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. I'm Sarah B and I'm your host. So sit back and let me take you on an impactful journey as I introduce you to today's new brand of American hero. You can also shoot me an email at theblog.sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9183. You're listening to one and only, the best digital radio in the station in the nation, The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can shoot me a DM on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. Sit back and just chill and just listen to the story or the journey that I can actually, introduce you to today's new brand of American heroes. Guys, I'm talking about the good old business credit. You know what I mean? We're all worried about the personal credit, which is good. And I know it's, we all need to get the personal credit all in good standing. But don't forget, if you run a business, as a lot of people out there, you can get, amazing, awesome business credit once you got it all achieved and once you got it all in line. Like in a sense of, how to establish and seek business credit. You know what I mean? It's like, you need business credit. So you need establish your business as a separate entity, register with DUNS, get an employee or employer, I should say. You know what I mean? It's amazing once and it takes time. Sometimes some people say 1 or 2 years, and I'm like, what? You know what I mean? I've been told that I can do it in 3 months. You know what I mean? Many small businesses rely on business credit to help finance and purchase new machinery, acquire inventory, expand their operation. Even recurring costs like payroll can be covered by short-term loans. Most lenders require assurance that repay on time, one way, and help them determine repay risk, and reviewing business credit scores and rating on a file at a major reporting agency. These indications can help banks determine whether not to lend money or what the interest rates are. So, depending on, like I said, it just takes time. Unfortunately, there's no short way. There's no quick way. I just find that when you do hop on, as I call YouTube University, as such, where there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of YouTubers out there, saying do this and do that, and it's just like great, but at the same time, you need to. It's a slow process. A slow and steady wins the race. There's no shortcuts. There's no shortcuts. No quick fixes. You just gotta go with it in a sense of you just have to it's time and it's a process. In a sense of they say 7 steps. You know what I mean? How to build credit. It's 7 steps. You know what I mean? So it's obviously 1, register your business. 2 is register with DUNS. And then use your vendor or supplier credit. That's 3. 4, apply for business credit card. 5 is build a positive payment history. 6, keep a revolving debt low. 7, monitoring credit reports. So the bottom line, building business credit takes time and some groundwork to register your business name and establish a source of credit at first. Your options may be limited to business credit, trade credit, or loans backed with personal guarantee, so the PG. But if you're consistent with your payments and monitoring your credit report, your business may able to secure loans in the future with the prime interest rates and terms. So, it's just like, there's no, unfortunately, there's no shortcuts. So, 1, register your business. 2, register with DUNS number. 3, use your vendor or supplier credit. 4, apply for business credit card. 5, build a positive payment history. 6, keep a revolving debt low. 7, monitor your credit report. So it's all just it's a process in a sense of there's no shortcuts, there's no quick fixes. You've just got to do the legwork, or as they say, the groundwork. And it just takes time for all this to build and to achieve. And you just got to keep at it and just got to be diligent. And there's no way around it, unfortunately, but there's lots of information out there, there's lots of resources, and you can go out and you can get it. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. I'm Sarah B and I'm your host. So sit back and let me take you on an impactful journey as I introduce you to today's new brand of American hero. You can shoot me an email at theblog@sarahtalks.com, shoot me a text 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my IG and drop me a DM on Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. I'm Sarah B and I'm your host. You can shoot me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com, drop me a text 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can also jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to the one and only Miss Sarah B and I'm your host. I am talking about the good old business credit, where there's so much information, so much resources out there, which I am happy to kind of devour because I am just blown away of what needs to be done and what needs to be taken care of in order to, establish your business credit. In a sense of it's good to know all these things, but sometimes it can be a little overwhelming in a sense of it's just like I am learning the ins and the out. It's like, how do you get started on business credit? They say you need to make a website and make an account, and then you fill out, request the credit terms and all that. You need a business line of credits. It's just one thing after another where it's good, but at the same time, it's a process. Sometimes when you just don't have the time, I don't want to say this, but when you really need the money and you're like, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I go about it? But you've just got to build the business credit. You've got to establish, all these relationships. And unfortunately, there's no quick fix, in that sense. So you just have to just keep at it and just grow and just develop in a sense of just, you've got to apply as such where, I have everything. It was what they say, have all your ducks in a row. And sometimes I'm like, oh my gosh, so it's just like, it's like business credit for new business, and that's me. You know what I mean? So it's saying here, up to 100K, quick approvals. And when I see that, I'm thinking, yeah, that's great. But at the same time, it's just like, that's a little too quick. Like in a sense of easy money. But I just know that, you need to just build on it, so, for example, can I get a credit line for a new business? You may be able to find a line of credit or other financing with lenders that offers startup business loans. You can also consider a personal line or a credit for startup expense, but you need to confirm that the lender has no restrictions on personal loan for business. And it's just like, how to get business line of credit, that's another, and another way where you have to devour into it, can I get a loan in a business credit if I just started a business? So some lenders offers business line of credit for new business, but they've been operating for less than 2 years. Keep in mind the lenders usually require minimum score of 600 to 680 to qualify for a business line of credit. So you've got to do your homework. So what lenders will do it? How do I get business credit for a startup? So, there's 8 steps to establish your business credit. So incorporate your business, obtain an EIN, open a business bank account, establish a business phone number, open a business credit file, obtain business credit cards, establish a line of credit with vendors or suppliers, pay your bills on time. So, there's a lot that takes, that's actually involved. It's not that easy. It's just like, oh yeah, you're great, I can get these credit. But at the same time, you need to do a lot of work. You need to actually, do a lot of research. You need to get your head around it. You need to understand that this is how it is, like in a sense of just really, really getting your brains and just, you have to just stay on top of it because the rules and everything, it just changes all the time in no time. So you just got to stay on top of it.
Presents a tale of longing and long-lasting scent.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You listen to the best digital radio station in the nation. Also, you can drop me a message on my DM, which is my Insta, Aussie_Sarah_LA. Guys, we are talking about the good old business credit. What's your, go-to, or what's your fastest, way, to go ahead and do it, in a sense of like, what's your process? You know what I mean? Like everyone has their own different ways. Everyone has their own different styles as such. And it just, it varies from, I don't want to say day to day, but it just varies as such, because you just never know what's out there or who's out there. Like especially life, when sometimes it gets the better of you and you just don't know what's what, and you just like, give me a break. But hey, at the end of the day, it's always good to be prepared, and you have to be financially prepared. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, tune in a bit of a different type of show. You can shoot me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Guys, we're talking about business credit in a sense of, what business credit is good, and, what really, really, like, as I said, the good old business credit. Like, this is another, like, it's always good to make sure that you have your personal credit all in order. But I am learning, like, it's just saying, what's the best way, how to get and build, credits in 9 steps. There are so many different ways and so many things that you have to learn and understand and make sure that you don't get caught up and, in a sense of, you just got to stay on top of it. There's no quick fix as such. So, it's saying here, 7 key moments, 5 key moments, 12 moments. And I'm just like, so much to learn, so much to kind of understand, so much to, get your head around it all. But it's a good thing to have because establishing business credit is just great. In a sense of, so you need to borrow funds, you'll be able to do that pretty much ASAP, you know what I mean? Obviously you got to pay it back, but hey, it's there for the taking, so it's saying, business lines of credits for startups are readily available if you meet the lender's eligibility requirements. Some common qualifying factors most lenders demand include personal credit score. The sweet spot for most lenders is 680 credit score. However, some lenders may accept 560 to 625 credit score. Like, for example, for business lines, for startup, it's just like, can I get a line of credit for my startup? So it's a personal credit score, which is 560 to 625. Business operation time, some lenders require startup to be operating at least 6 months. Proof of business revenue, which that's, always, some a personal guarantee. For unsecured business line of credit, lenders may require business owners to sign a personal guarantee that makes a liability for the amount borrowed if the startup defaults. That's which is fair, a blanket lien or physical collateral. For secure loans line of credit, lenders require you to sign a lien agreement that gives you the legal right to seize the assets for business defaults. Other lenders require physical collateral or even a certificate of deposit. Is a line of credit a good idea for my small business? So while instant business line of credit provides quick cash to get your business out of financial rabbit hole and helps the lights on, and you must consider if you best move for your startup. Overall, the business line of credit is a startup and the best option under the following circumstance. You don't qualify for other loan products like business loans. You need instant cash you can repay in short term. You've exhausted your operational capital. You need off-season working capital, which experiencing business lulls. You have no collateral to offer lenders. You want to build a business credit rating. However, a line of credit may not be the best option when you need excess of large cash amounts. You can't get better interest rates and you may have a poor credit rating. So it all depends, what you're up to, what you need, as such. So they say the four top business line of credit for startups, you've got here on deck. As such, you've got Blue Vine, you've got American Express business line of credit, and then you've got Fundbox. So, it all depends, what are some of the alternatives to business line of credit. So you've got merchant cash advances, business credit cards, personal loans, angel investors. So the takeaway for business line of credit for startups can be a lifesaver when you need access to quick cash for operating capital. So, it all depends on what you're after and what you're up to. There's so much out there, which I'm like, okay, exciting, it's fresh, but at the same time, it is just a little overwhelming. So just, do your homework, do your research, just do so much YouTube research, you know what I mean? YouTube. I keep thinking of encyclopedia, but hey, no one uses encyclopedia. Oh, but yeah, the good old YouTube University. So just do your homework and make sure that you know the ins and the outs before you go ahead and apply. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. I'm Sarah B and I'm your host. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me a DM on my IG, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Guys, we're talking about good old business credit, how to build business credit. There is so much to learn. In order to build a successful business, you need more than just a great idea. You need good credit, business credit. You need to use to get loans, lines of credit, other financial assistance that can help your business grow. In articles, we discuss 14 ways how to build business credit with business credit bureaus. So while it's important to establish business credit, when you're starting out in business, it's important to establish credit and business credit bureaus that will give you access of line of credit, loans, and you can finance your business expenses. And if you need to apply for a small business administration loan, having business credit will improve your chances of getting approved. Building your business credit is not difficult, but it takes some time and effort. So 5 benefits of building business credit. So 1 is building credibility. 2 is give your financial safety net. 3, track your expenses. 4, get better terms from suppliers. 5, helps you to get loans. How to build business credit. So 1, you need to establish your business identity. Establish a business entity. You need to register your organization. You need to set up a business bank account, business checking account is, the way. Apply for free free Duns and Brads. You're listening to Sarah B and I'm your host. So sit back and let me take you on an impactful journey as I introduce you to today's new brand of American hero. You can shoot me an email at theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talks Solutions. You can shoot me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. We're talking about good old business credit. So you can, obviously you set up a business account, apply for free DUNS, a DUNS number, report the business credit reporting agencies, establish trade lines with vendors and suppliers, get a business credit card, apply a line of credit, make timely and early repayments, connect with other businesses in your industry, join an entrepreneur group, a networking organization, request trade references from suppliers and customers, borrow responsibly, and monitor your credit score. So, it's all this amazing information which is needed as such. So I would love to hear from you. You just drop me an email, theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talks Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblog@sarahtalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Okay, as I was talking about the good old business credit, which it is a lot to take on board. Like I have been pretty much just, researching and having conversations and just discussing what it's like and what it's about. It's a lot, in a sense of who you need to report to, who and how to just maintain it and just build it. Shoot me an email at theblog@saratalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA.
Universal Studios Hollywood.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblog@saratalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email at theblog@saratalks.com. Drop me a text 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. Guys, I love to wrap the show up with, a different type of topic. Like, for example, are you one of these people that you brush your teeth before you go to bed, or you don't? They're saying that sleep experts saying brushing your teeth right before your bed is a common nighttime routine mistake. And I'm like, how is it a mistake? If you want a good night's sleep, creating a relaxing nighttime routine is a great place to start. But should you include in your bedtime routine, and more importantly, why shouldn't you avoid doing? So when it comes to things like you shouldn't do right before you go to bed, so within like an hour before going to sleep, there's a few obvious ones. Don't drink too much, especially alcohol, energy drinks, or caffeine. Don't eat heavy meals or sugar snacks. However, there are some nighttime routines mistakes that are less obvious, including something like the most that you do before bed. They say that, common, routine mistakes, 3 nighttime routine mistakes. And I'm like, brushing your teeth right before you go to bed. Oh gosh, I don't find that a mistake, which is crazy. Increasing the room temperature, and checking your phone one last time. Yeah, that's a bad habit. You can drop me an email, theblogsaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me an email, drop me an IG message, Aussie_Sarah_LA.
Something real. You move with me. I love the way you feel. I love the way you feel. Just you and me.
You're listening to Sarah Talk Solutions. You can drop me an email, theblogsaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only, the best digital radio station in the nation, The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can drop me a message on my DM, on my Insta, Aussie_Sarah_LA. They're saying the 3 most common mistakes before you go to bed. Brushing your teeth, which I think that's the most important thing to do. So I'm very surprised, So I'm like, another one, increasing the room temperature. Sometimes, I don't have aircon, so it doesn't affect me. But there's times where I'm like, I want to keep this nice and warm when I keep the heater on. Number 3 is checking your phone, last time, which, that's out of habit. In the sense of I'm at a stage where I just turn it off. You know what I mean? I just put it into flight mode or turn off, or I can't be bothered with it. You know what I mean? I just don't want to be done. I just find that it can wait. So just drop me an email, theblogsaratalks.com. Drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also, you can jump on my, my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can jump on my socials, which is Aussie_Sarah_LA. I'm on every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to the one and only The Block 105 Radio, the best digital radio station in the nation. You can drop me a text, 818-963-9183. You're listening to the one and only, drop me an email, theblogsaratalks.com. Guys, have a great week. Stay safe, stay positive, stay focused. It's starting to heat up out there where you need to just, drink more water, which is good for you. As such, drop me an email, drop me a text. Until the next show, have a magical week. You can, listen to us 24/7, the best digital radio station in the nation, The Block 105 Radio, every Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're listening to Sarah B, and have a good week and stay safe.
For those of you who dream of a world where music and podcasts live together in perfect harmony. Now, for the first time, Electricast gives you a magical compilation, Pod Till You Drop, Volume 1, where we give you the best in tunes and the best in podcasts. Feast your ears and hear the culture. Available now wherever you listen to music. Electricast.
Have you ever wondered what actually happens in Congress every day? Stay informed on Capitol Hill's daily happenings with a concise, factual summary of the Senate and House of Representatives' activities from the previous session, free from bias, on the Congressional Record Daily Digest podcast. Subscribe on your favorite podcast platform and discover the process from the heart of U.S. politics. The Congressional Record Daily Digest, an Electricast production.
Electricast.